with another new all-time high on the SPY. QQQ is just inch away from new all-time high. Bitcoin is surging up. Did we miss all the rally all across the board? Or didn't we? Hey there, Tamir from FibonacciTraders.com here with the daily market recap. So like, subscribe, and without any further ado, let's see the charts. New all-time high on the SPY ended up the day with 0.82 to the upside. Welcome 585.27, new all-time high on the SPY. Now the 579 area, 577 is the support, but look at this, trend lines, higher highs. Once again, price met a trend line together with a future Fibonacci resistance that the Fibonacci, the FTI gives us. One click away, the FTI can be on your chart. All I'm doing during these videos is telling you what the FTI already has told you. Now, can we break above this yellow trend line? If so, 600 is a matter of days. RSP, the equal weight ETF, ended up the day with 0.73 to the upside. 179 from resistance, now support. New all-time highs on the RSP. Long continuation, and we will meet this yellow trend line together with 183. As long as 178, 179 is holding support, RSP is bullish on all time frames. QQQ, 0.84 to the upside. Gap to the downside now. And we are inch away from new all-time highs. Long continuation. First we will meet the previous all-time highs, and then new all-time highs 506, 516. This gap, 85% chance it will get filled. It's a matter of a day or two, in my opinion, for this gap to get filled. But as long as 490, even 487 is holding on the QQQ, bullish on all time frames. Have we missed this rally if we're not yet long on the QQQ, long on the SPY, long on the market? Have we missed it? In my opinion, not quite yet. Dow Jones, new all-time highs, 0.5% to the upside. Dow Jones in the past two trading days, in the past 4 trading days, Dow Jones 2.5% to the upside in 2 trading days, continues to be super strong. As long as we're above the 425 and above the lower board of this uptrend channel, this purple trend line, the way is up. Next resistance, 435, 441. IWM wants to join the party. Friday, 2% to the upside. Monday, October 14th, 0.74 to the upside. Broke above the yellow zone. We also have the buy signal on Friday. Now let's see continuation towards the 225. Look left. 225 is going to be a very, very difficult resistance for the IWM bulls. Breaking above it, 231 and 241 will come very soon. Bitcoin, for the time that I'm recording this video, you know this trend line, right? Because you follow me here and you follow me on Twitter. This trend line now trying to break above it. We are at the trend line together with Fibonacci resistance. Let's see, can we break above it towards the 68, 666, and then 71, and then new all-time highs at the 74, 231. We had this double bottom scenario. We talked about this double bottom scenario. Now this double bottom scenario is finished. Let's see where Bitcoin is heading next. As long as Bitcoin is above the 63,700, for now, looks like Bitcoin wants to go up. Ethereum, same thing, broke above the yellow zone. Let's see continuation above the 26 2730 area. Next resistance 2730, which will become a major area of resistance. Look left, resistance, resistance. Always look left, trade right. Ethereum for now is holding on this yellow trend line. IGV, the expanded tech software sector ETF, after few consecutive days super bullish, came Friday and Monday. Just read the candles, and as you can see, Friday and Monday we got a very relative tight price action. And now with this kind of a doji off a major area of resistance, a future resistance given us by the FTI. The FTI gives us future areas of support and resistance for price action. Just put it on your chart one time and that's it. No need to touch it. It recalibrates, recalculates each and every candle that goes by, whether you trade the daily, whether you trade the weekly, whether you day trade, and it doesn't matter what you want to trade. ETFs, stocks, forex, crypto, short, long, anything you want on any time frame. It recalibrates and gives you future areas and the roadmap for future price action. Now, look at this trend line on the IGV. As long as price of IGV is stuck to this trend line from the upside or from the downside, the way is up, some kind of a pullback at this point of time will not be surprising. Going back, retesting this area, the 92.20, 92.30 area will be very healthy, holding above it, and then next leg up, 95 and 98. MAGS, the Magnificent 7 ETF, continues to do just nothing since September 23rd. Sideways move with 46.60 is the support. And all this area, 47.71 is a very tough resistance. Long continuation above this 47.71. We will need the 48 and then 49. But for now, if you're not long yet on Magnificent 7, if you're looking for a nice entry point, I don't see one for now. SOXX, Semiconductors ETF, 1.84 to the upside, broke above the 235 area. Look left, always look left, trade right. I know I sound like a broken record, but this is it. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Technical analysis should be very boring. The same old thing, like a broken record. Look left, trade right. Fibonacci, trend lines, stop loss. That's it. If you see it, you see it. If you don't see it, move on to the next name. Very important area of resistance. Got broken to 235. Now we have this gap that needs to get filled. And as long as we are inside this bright green uptrend channel, SOXX moves up. SMH, sister of the SOXX, maybe from another mother. SMH 1.8% to the upside, broke above the 255 area, bullish on all time frames, long continuation, and SMH is going to fill this gap at the 270.77. And same as SOXX, as long as SMH is inside the bright zone, the bright uptrend channel, the one-way ticket north. And if you're still here, before we continue, hit the like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell because more videos adding to this channel each and every day on the technical side and the psychology behind trading. If you are new here, welcome and thank you very much for joining the Fibonacci Traders YouTube channel. This is our channel with over 5,240 subscribers. Just hit the like, hit the subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Already more than 1,400 videos. Everything you need to know on how to become a better trader. We have, of course, every day and every weekend, the stock market review, the daily, the weekly. We have top stocks every weekend. And 5 times a week, we have Stock a Day, new playlist, relative new, Stock a Day every day, 5 days a week, more or less. I try to bring you the latest news and the latest and the most important stock that made the most buzz in the last trading day. And as you can see, we have Nvidia, we have Tesla, McDonald's, Palantir, PayPal, and more interesting. And of course, we have the Fibonacci Traders Academy playlist with over 40 videos free on how to become a better trader, on the technical side, the psychology behind trading, and of course we have a special playlist on the psychology behind trading. Let's continue with Apple, ended up the day with 1.65% to the upside, broke major area of resistance, the 230 area, major area of resistance, long continuation, and we are heading north for a new all-time highs, the 238.30. As long as Apple is above the 225 area, we are bullish on all time frames. Microsoft 0.68 to the upside, try to break and stay inside the yellow zone, got rejected. Microsoft still looks relative weak. Yes, we got ourselves the buy signal from the FTI. We are bullish on all time frames because on the weekly we have higher lows. This downtrend broken. We are not in a downtrend, but we are not in an uptrend. Yes, there is sideways move. This is what we have here on Microsoft since beginning of October. Sideways move. Nothing much on Microsoft in my opinion. Nvidia continues 243 to the upside. Once again, trend lines and Fibonacci. Look here. Why this? Look left. First of all, congratulations for Nvidia. New closing all-time highs. You see? Nvidia, new all-time highs. Now we have a gap over here, and it doesn't matter if this gap is big or small. More than 85, 90% of them will get filled. Now, with this kind of candle of a Fibonacci resistance of this trend line, pullback is imminent. First closing this gap, then retesting this major area of resistance as support, and then next leg up. Meta 0.08, but look left. We don't trade each and every candle by its own. We look left for a series of candles, and then we decide, are we in an uptrend, downtrend, or in a sideways move? In the case of Meta, we are inside sideways move in the past 7 trading days with 582 area holding support, long continuation above the 603 towards 626 and 655, and as you can see, I have my alert above the 596 because I don't want to miss the break at the 603. Google ended up green, but we are still bearish on the daily. Why? Because the FTI identifies a major area of resistance over here, the 166. Once again, look left, trade right. Now let's see continuation. Another daily close above the 164. I prefer above the 166, and the daily will turn into bullish, and Google, we can start taking long position towards 169, 172. And what do we have here? A gap at the 181, and look at here. The FTI also helps us identify gaps even better than I do. AMD ended up the day with 1.56 to the downside, second day in a row, inside candle. Monday's candle is an inside candle of Friday. And these two candles, Monday and Friday, are inside candles of Thursday candle. The most important thing is that this area, the 164 area, is holding support, barely, but it's holding. Breaking below it, 161 and 158. And look at this trend line. The lower board of this option channel, this trend line, from support to the higher lows, now some kind of a resistance. Do you see it? But as long as AMD will continue to be stuck to this trend line, the way is up. Tesla ended up the day slight on the green, but two consecutive dojis. Friday doji, now Monday doji, which means the market is still does not know how to handle Tesla at this point of time. If the market doesn't know what to do with Tesla to go up or break down to the 199 and maybe 182, we also do nothing. Furthermore, bearish on all time frames. So don't try to be a hero. Don't try to catch a falling knife. Yes, Tesla falls under the identification of falling knife. Palantir, 3 consecutive days holding strong the 4220 area, 4250, and as you can see, it's always an area of support and resistance. Breaking below it, 41. It looks like bulls of Palantir are taking a breath. Let's see. As long as we are above the 4230 area, we are good to keep our long position. Below it, we will retest the 41. Nothing goes up forever, ladies and gentlemen. The same price action we saw over here on Palantir, 2-3 weeks sideways move after this uptrend, same thing can happen here. Sideways move for another few trading days before the market will decide what to do with Palantir. MicroStrategy and opened up the day with a massive gap to the upside to the 226, and then what happened? Gap got filled. Now the 203 area, and ended up the day with 5% to the downside. Now the 203, 204 area needs to hold the support, otherwise back retesting the 189. Say hello to Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, also known as TSM, ended up the day with 0.73 to the upside. Doji off a Fibonacci resistance and a trend line after this bull run from 171 to 194, some kind of a pullback. First retesting the 188 area as support, below it retesting the lower board of this uptrend channel. But for now, bullish on all time frames. Amazon with an inside candle, red on the day, 0.68, and look how the FTI gives us almost perfect resistance and support area. Long continuation. I want to see breaking above the 190 area, and then 192 and 195. Netflix earnings coming up Thursday after the bell. Netflix just lost 2.4% in just 2 trading days. And once again, the FTI gives us perfect support and resistance. Continuation to the downside, 706 and 698. AVGO, nothing much in the past 3 trading days. Closed green, 0.46, but nothing much. 3 trading days, moving sideways with 180 holding support. Long continuation for now, only above 186.40 towards 193 and 202. SMCI, same thing as AVGO. 4 consecutive days, just moving sideways. Let's see, can we break the 50-10 area? First, closing the gap at the 51.33, and then I want to see holding above the 50 area at least 2 trading days after closing this gap, and then we will start taking long position and towards the 53.60 and 58. Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Just sit back, hit the like, subscribe, and let's talk about the 5 names that caught my eye on Monday, and we should watch them for the rest of this week. Look at Coin, 11.3% to the upside, broke the upper border of the yellow zone. Now let's see continuation. 210, 223 are next. Peloton, PTON is the ticker, 10% to the upside, broke the yellow zone. Now let's see continuation first, closing this gap at the 550 area, and then long continuation 583 and 626. Now, as long as Peloton needs to hold the 520 area, very interesting to start long position. Beam Therapeutics, BEAM, in the past 2 trading days, 15% to the upside. Now the 27, look left. Yes, always look left. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Long continuation above this 27 resistance, and we are heading to close the gap. Look how the FTI also gives us gaps at the 29.86. BROS, the Dutch brothers, broke nicely with 5.8% to the upside. This downtrend line, 3 months of a downtrend. Let's see continuation above the 34.24 towards 35 and 36.90. SPCE, Virgin Galactic Holdings with 5.44 to the upside. We got ourselves the buy signal. Patience. I want to see another day or two above the 665 area, and then we can start taking long towards 690 and for the next major resistance at the 723. So once again, thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you find it helpful, educational. If so, like, subscribe, check the links in the description below for more educational resources. Until the next video, stay safe.